flight level.
Roger, copy.
They're ready for its launch to space, to Mars. It's going to have to wait just a couple more minutes here, obviously. There you see the base of the rocket, the 7 BE-4 engines.
All right, if you're just joining us, this is NG2. We are at T-minus 20 seconds. We are currently in a hold because we had a terminal count abort. Our team, like I said, is currently investigating. So while everything is getting sorted out, we're going to toss it back over to NG2 on the pad and give you more information as it becomes available to us.
Jam, everybody. Happy Thursday. Well, I thought we would kick off this week's town hall with a bit of a launch here with the new Glenn on the pad and set to launch, but obviously went to a hold here just 20 seconds before liftoff. So that's too bad. We'll have to see what happens there. But yeah, welcome everybody to this week's town hall. Thank you for taking the time to join. We got a few things on the agenda today, nothing too crazy, but we have a project proposal, a new project proposal, MDP 201, which is the Lunar Open Source Rover Standards Project, which we'll be getting to a little bit later. But we also did want to give a little update here about the Inspiration 4 complex at Space Camp. So as everyone knows, we are raising funds here. We've been raising funds here for the past couple of weeks to support the Inspiration 4 complex. This is going to be a brand new complex that's being built, set to be complete actually here in early next year. And so Jared Isaacman is one of the big backers of the building itself, and it's being named the Inspiration 4 Training Center, and MoonDAO as gathering together our community, gathering together this group of folks, part of the Internet Space Program, to support training hardware within the complex itself. So what we want to do is gather funds. We've set a goal of about $6,000 in Ethereum to support this mission, to sponsor one of those multi-axis training chairs, the spinny chairs that flop all around, that are pretty emblematic of Space Camp. So yeah, as of right now, we have raised, we're at 85%. I saw a donation just come in just before we kicked off from name.get. Thank you so much for that. We've had a few other contributions this week. But yeah, we're up to 85%, getting pretty close to the goal, 46 backers, which is pretty amazing. Last week during our last town hall, we were at 71% and 35 backers. Now, we're up to 85%, so 14% there in the course of 1 week, and another 11 backers, which is really, really awesome to see. Most importantly, the deadline here is coming up 2 days and 11 hours. So we're going to be closing this up sometime, I think late Saturday, depending on where you're at. And just as a reminder, we do have to reach 100% of the goal here. Otherwise, the donations are refundable. So yeah, we've got just 2 days to knock this out of the park. This is the minimum, basically. This is the floor. If we don't meet this, it's basically a failure to launch, and it will be scrubbed, essentially. So hopefully, if you haven't donated yet, please do contribute anything, whether it's $5 or $50. It all helps. We're quite close in terms of the dollar amount, just around $800 or so. So we don't need too much to get us over the threshold here, and we can go well beyond the 100% too. So whatever we raise above and beyond this this minimum goal will continue to go towards Space Camp and to other initiatives. So yeah, if you're watching here, please do contribute or tag some of your friends, share it on socials. The more we can rally kind of the global space community to support this, the bigger impact we can have on Space Camp and training future generations of students and people that are going to be going through Space Camp. Obviously, a few thousand people go through Space Camp each year. It's kind of an institution in the US, but also brings people from all over the world who come out there and train. So super excited to wrap up our first kind of beta test mission for the launch pad, and we can do some real good together. And as you can imagine, this sort of tool set we want to put into the hands of other groups, other organizations to fund space missions and make some cool stuff happen here in the near future. So yeah, we've got the link scrolling here on the bottom, but it's just moondao.com/spacecamp. Check it out, share it. If you want to post anything on socials to support it, that would be super cool and welcome. Because yeah, like I said, we're in the home stretch here, and we can make this happen if we work together. But awesome. I think we can shift gears. That was just a kind of a brief update on the status of the project, but I can take the time now to invite on our proposal for the week. So we have, as I said earlier, MDP 201, the Lunar Open Source Rover Standard Project. I will invite Rod up here to start with. Rod, you available, Rod?
Hey.
Hey, how's it going?
Hey, how's it going?
Oh, nice. I'm not
I'm not here, Rod.
Let's see.
Let's see.
Well, who should we invite up? Roy? Rena? Hey, Roy.
Yeah, sure, I can take up.
Hey, how's it going? We got Rena. Hey, Rena. Hey, can we hear you?
Good.
Try.
I don't know what's going on. I got some echoes there.
Okay. Do you hear me well? Because I don't hear Roy. It's abrupt.
Yeah, Roy's.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Oh, okay, great.
Okay, it's got some audio issues, but yeah, I can hear you okay, Rena. Rod, I couldn't hear as well, so I don't know what the plan is in terms of who wants to present the proposal. We should invite everyone up on stage if they're not having audio issues.
Want to do a brief introduction, then probably bring on.
I'll stop sharing the screen here.
The screen here, we can invite. Oh,
Rod, we're having some issues with your
Resolute.
audio. All right, Roy.
Okay, well, I think I'll take that up. Well, thank you, Ryan, and everyone for being part of the call and for making the time today. Well, my name is Roy Matthew Kahangwe. I'm currently based in Uganda, Kampala, which is based in East Africa. And it's where I've been based and pushing out via a few projects as a sustainable space advocate and founder of Color Labs, which is a geospatial AI company that focuses on environmental sustainability and connectivity on Earth and space, and also Selenium that does lunar design and sustainability, mobility designs and crafts. And we look at bridging environmental intelligence with lunar engineering to build a sustainable space future.
Roy, can you hear me? I can't hear you now.
Okay, I think we have some issues.
Yeah, some ongoing technical issues.
Let's not wait for the guys, and I think I just start the presentation. First time that I'm using StreamYard, and it's a really bad connection. I'm on VPN right now. So let me just start, and maybe guys will join us after. So I also turn off my video just because it's really bad connection. So good evening, everyone, and MoonDAO citizens. I think it's my first time when I present here in town hall. So as the 70th citizen of MoonDAO, I have to say we should really meet more often in real world, and or better yet, I think at our future lunar base, where our gatherings will be like out of this world. So let me introduce myself quickly. I'm Chief Operating Officer at LUNCO, and currently I'm also in PhD, and my expertise, is in planetary science, and I contribute to the development of scientific instruments for missions like ExoMars and Luna 26. And today I'm excited to pitch our project. It's Lunar Open Source Rover Standards, or LORES. And Imagine a world where lunar rovers are as standardized and accessible as CubeSats are for satellites. And LARES creates that standard framework, allowing anyone, students, startups, or innovators to design, build, and operate compatible rovers without reinventing everything from the scratch. And this is our phase one. It's all about foundational research, gathering intel on standards, mapping the ecosystem, and eventually plotting the roadmap to make this a reality. And this is a preliminary research, collecting all the relevant information in one place and making a plan. So let's dive into what it is and what's the problem. Why do we need this? Right now, every lunar rover team is starting from zero, and it's different designs, count systems, data formats, and every lunar rover team is reinventing the wheel, and sometimes it's literally. And it's wasteful because duplicating efforts burns money and time, and rovers can team up or share data seamlessly. And this stiffens the collaboration. And so without the standards, the lunar economy stays fragmented like pre-CubeSat era. And I think we should try to fix that. And for this solution, in this phase one, we dive in deep into research, and we will review NASA ESA standards and commercial standards from players like iSpace, Astrobotics. We will map 8 to 10 rovers projects and engage stakeholders through interviews to uncover pain points and opportunities, and then craft a clear roadmap for phase two, where will be full standard development. And this isn't just paperwork, it's actually a blueprint for an open lunar future. So how we will do that? So basically, we start with desktop research and expert interviews, and everything will goes on GitHub. Docs go under CBY4 and code under MIT for maximum transparency and accessibility. And to capture the essence, let me share from our team. LARES is a standard, it's not a rover. And I think many of you know the initiative LSIC. It's a Lunar Surface Innovation Survey Consortium. And they have a meeting in the spring, a couple months ago, and major companies showcased rovers, and all the best was all about standards. And NASA are locked tight behind seven seals. I think they have those standards, and we talking to companies building from scratch, consolidating into grasp and challenges and scope. So apparently, that's what we see is our objective one, and what we will deliver in objective one. I don't think that I need to go through all of this. I will just skip this. So for objective 2, it will be establishing community foundation and phase 2 roadmap. And the goal is to build a relationship with key stakeholders in the lunar rover ecosystem and create a clear, actionable roadmap. And as I already said that, I think. So what about benefits? And I think I will start with MoonDAO. For MoonDAO, it's a game changer because it's established leadership as the founding force in open rover standards and grow our community by engaging global builders and researchers and boost credibility with real tech impact beyond funding. And yes, I think for the space sector, for the broader space sector, LRS will democratize participation, making lunar exploration accessible to students, startups. It reduces costs by eliminating redundant design cycles and testing phases. And eventually, it accelerates innovation through cross-compatibility between rovers and instruments and all lunar infrastructure. And it promotes long-term sustainability by laying the foundation for interoperable and open lunar economy. So, oh, yeah. Oops, sorry. So, of course, we thought about risk, and I think I will start with the previous why it could succeed. We aligning with proven NASA ESA datasets to handle lunar unknowns and building partnership with units and labs for quick adoption. And with 60-day timeline for post-approval, I think we hit in. Okay, I will go there. So as I said, 60 days timeline, and we're trying to hit deadline by first quarter. And as you already hear, Roy is leading this project, and Rod is on the tech. And I'm on the research, and we also have Alexa. He's on all the heavy documentation. And let me back to the risks. And technical risk from incomplete lunar environment data, I think we'll mitigate this by aligning LRS benchmarks with reference data sets and adoption risk where early adopters hesitate. I think we will build partnership with universities and open source labs eventually in the future. And coordination risk in maintaining cross-disciplinary consistency. It's in implement review boards and clear version control. And the last one is, of course, funding risk, and this may lead to stagnation. And in that situation, of course, we need to prioritize publication, documentation, and the open community continue to ensure survival regardless of funding. And of course, we will publish our work at ISC. And I think we also will present with this project later on LSIG. And what else left to cover? I think in closing, LRS Phase 1 is foundational step toward an open collaborative lunar future, and it's practical and it's impactful and positions also MoonDAO at the forefront And I encourage all of you to support this project, whether through funding, collaboration, or feedback. And let's make lunar exploration accessible and efficient to everyone. And if we have our guys, I will stop sharing the screen. And we'll try to share me. If we have someone, we have some questions, and we could have questions here.
Yeah, if anyone has questions from the Senate or in Discord, please do write them in the chat there, or senators are free to let us know if they want to hop up on stage too. Let's see if we can invite. Oh, Rod disappeared. I don't know. Should we?
Everyone vanished.
Yeah, everyone vanished.
Okay, how that's.
I can try and invite Roy back up and Alexa, but would you be able to? So the deadline here is going to be end of Q1. Is that correct?
Yeah, we have 2 months, and after the approval, the project, I think we will be good. Yeah, this I must say that this was impromptu because I have my presentation for like 10 minutes before the town hall.
Okay.
We have this document, and we publish all at the site for proposals. So let's hear the guys if they can speak.
Alexa, Roy, available?
Hello.
Okay, tell about yourself.
Well, I'm a product manager in Lunko. I'm also an architect.
Space architect, please.
More or less, but I never made any space habitat yet, so I cannot call myself a space architect yet. So yeah, I competed a lot in space architecture, and also I also have one, like I'm a director of one small company that creates softwares for manufacturers. So I have a few jobs in general.
Okay. Oh, do we have something? Oh, yeah, great. Oh,
I was just going to share the actual proposal too.
Yeah,
if there
thank you,
are
Ryan.
any differences, I'm not sure, but
yeah,
would you guys?
Sorry.
Everything's here, yeah.
That looks great. Yeah.
Cool. I was just going to ask a question in regards to the budget. Can you go into a little bit more details in terms of what exactly the 2.125 ETH is meant to cover? And yeah, I think that's my only question for right now.
Okay, so I'm on. Okay, so let me take that, and let me just scroll it to the budget where I have it. So yeah, we have 60 days, and the budget is just for like team compensation regardless to the work that need to be done. As I already said, we need to contact many stakeholders and to make interviews and go to every pain point and do a lot of community engagement and summaries, and that's take a lot of time for that. And but basically we also need tools for the project, like basically AI subscription to go through all of these pages that we need to deliver, and every information that need to be standardized. And also we have some proprietary databases and something that you cannot access easily, like ISO standards and so on. So I think that's what I can tell you.
Cool.
Someone asking questions in the chat also. Thanks.
Yeah, I think Daniel's just saying he knows some students from back home that would have benefited from a project like this.
Yeah, it will be it will be great. And also we publish it for our contributors because everyone helps would be really helpful and beneficial. And Rod is typing that yes, we are in touch with student group in Japan, and yeah, we okay. So what we have else to in terms of the proposal?
Where would the GitHub repo live? Would this be like a MoonDAO repo? Would this be Loonco repo? Or what's the plan, I guess, for the actual deliverables?
Okay, so as I already said, we will make everything on GitHub, and we could. It's an open question, and I think we will start with. We could start with MoonDAO repo, for example, and if we have some technical, or we could just have double and have it under Loonco repository. And for that question, I think Rod would have a perfect answer, and I don't. Sorry. Yeah, but I think we could discuss this later. Okay, Rod typing that happy to do that at MoonDAO. So yeah. Oh, cool. Yeah. Let's wait. I thought that it was issue on my side, and Ryan just disconnect here. Guys, let's try to reconnect as well, please. Let's show some faces.
In the meantime, thank you. It was a great presentation, honestly.
Thanks. Sorry. Yeah.
I dropped out there for a second. Sorry about that. Yeah, but I was just saying that the project is requesting it's requesting 2.125 ETH, which is about $6,500 roughly, just for context for those who want to convert it into USD. But yeah, I don't think we have any other questions coming in from the Discord. I don't think we can get Rod up here either. Anything else that you guys wanted to add?
I think no, I don't have anything to add.
Okay.
Rod is type that if possible, it will be better to have separate repo, not the one that contains everything. So yes, basically we could have we could double our efforts.
Repo.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. Okay. Well, there's nothing else to add. We can post this here for a temperature check in the Senate. I will tag folks here. And so basically, yeah, we need to meet quorum here. So all of our senators, including our newest senators, need to give a thumbs up, thumbs down here, and then we can move this forward to a snapshot vote potentially by the end of the day. So I just shared in the Discord ground control chat the link to the MDP 201 vote. I'll tag folks here as well. Right now we have one thumbs up or one voter as of right now, so we need to meet the threshold. If you have voted, please do give a check mark after you have successfully voted. But awesome. Well, thank you, Rena. Sorry for, well, we were all having all sorts of technical difficulties on various ends, but yeah.
Yeah,
Cool.
great. That's great.
All right. Thank you, MDP 201 team. Thank you, Rena. Thank you, Alexa. Good night. Cool. So yeah, as I mentioned, the temperature check vote is open. We've got 3 people who voted now. I think we need to hit a quorum of at least 5 or 6 votes with our newest Senate member. So yeah, we will see how that pans out and keep you guys posted of the vote. But as of right now, we can move on to our roundtable project updates. I know there are a few senators that are in the Discord, but as I shared there in the group chat, if you want to hop on stage and give the roundtable update, please do hop into the StreamYard link that should be on all of your Senate calendars. So yeah, hop in. In the meantime, we'll invite some of the senators up on stage that we have present. Hey, Daniel, how's it going?
Hey, Ryan. Sorry, I'm not going to turn my camera on today. I'm actually very ill, so
Sorry to hear that.
Struggling to stay tuned at the moment.
No worries.
The one thing that in terms of updates, I should actually have a really positive update for everybody next week. I can't spell on what it is exactly at the moment, but a significant increase to the reach of our project into the tens of thousands, potentially beyond that. So I'm very hopeful about that. But the immediate problem that I think needs tabling and discussing is that the project funding, because of the drop and now I would call it a mild cratering of the value of ETH over the last, well, basically since the vote went through, and we'd sort of reduced the margin, I guess the buffer zone on the funding request for the project, and it's fallen below. Like our whole funding request was for one invoice for one core cost, and it's gone below that core cost now. So I think we need to sort of discuss this as a community and kind of think about like how do we approach this. I'm obviously conscious of the fact that the DAO wants to see progress on all of these projects, but I'm also it's a long-term project, so it's in essence a 14-month project. So do we just kind of like hold fire on it and trust that the ETH value will kind of like go back up a little bit in the next weeks or a month or so, hopefully before Christmas, in which case we pull the trigger then. So yeah, I think that needs a brief discussion. Yeah,
it's always a risk for some of these precisely funded projects, of course. It's happened to us in the past, and yeah, it's just something we'll have to, I guess, continue to discuss as we go forward. Obviously, the funding hasn't been yet issued for this project either, as we figure out some other kind of logistical things. But yeah, I
think even if we had gone to that point, like looking back at when the value went down, it basically went down like the day after the vote. So even if we had that sorted out, that logistical issue, it'd still be facing the same problem.
Right. So yeah, we'll have to keep the discussion going just in terms of the logistics and funding and all that. But I'm sure we can figure something out. Anyway,
that's the main update. Hopefully I have some very good news next week.
Cool. All right. Well, thank you, Daniel. Hope you
Thanks.
feel better here soon.
Cheers.
Cheers. Cool. See if we can get Kara up on stage. Hey, Kara, how's it going with the Accelerate Growth project?
Hi there, everybody. Good to see you.
Good to see you.
So let's see, we're in week 2 of Accelerating Growth, and it's going great. I'm having a lot of fun connecting into the space industry and making connections with various people for the different programs that we're bringing into MoonDAO. So updates on that side. We have this large event that's happening end of January, and we're finalizing the dates for that. That's the virtual LinkedIn Live event. And so I'm curating the different speakers for this. And the likely name is going to be Decentralizing Space. And the intention of this virtual event is to introduce MoonDAO and other space leaders into the emerging tech ecosystem. So the programming here is finalizing, looking at maybe an hour and a half. And I've been connecting with different potential panelists. So I'll list some that are confirmed and then confirming. So we're probably going to have the programming that I'm putting together would be like a keynote opening, which would potentially be with an astronaut. And a woman is connecting me to a woman astronaut that's in her network. I have tried to connect with the 2 ladies, I think, that went to space with MoonDAO. I haven't made that connection yet. So we'll see, but they'll very likely be an astronaut, and that will attract a lot of attention to the event. And then having MoonDAO present after that. So Ryan, I think that would be you. And then I'll be hosting the panel. So the panelists are coming together as options here. So the CEO of SpaceDock has confirmed that she would like to speak. SpaceDock is building the interconnector of things in space. And she's been in the space industry as a leader for many years. Confirming the president for Cosmos for Humanity and founding member of Women's Space Alliance. Cosmos for Humanity is the first NGO for space sustainability with and for all economic players. And then I'm getting connected to Space Fund and the co-founder and managing director of Space Fund. Space Fund is a VC firm funding and building the space economy. So that's going to be a kind of a nice balance of venture, tech, and community and nonprofit, and then MoonDAO being the only kind of decentralized player within that group, and then an astronaut. So I'm very excited about that. We'll probably have this firmed up in the next week. Going to create like a really cool custom designed event image for this, and we'll start marketing that closer to January to give us a full month of marketing. People probably won't be that active in December, but we'll be preparing for all the marketing activities leading up to that. So that is the update on that. Grow Edge programming, this is our growth and partnerships program, and have been connecting with different potential participants from MoonDAO to participate in this program. And so chatting with, I think we finalized Sarah Sawyer will be a part of this. Ryan will also be a part of this and presenting. Anastasia, I'm chatting with her on Discord. Rachel on-chain, and then Anna Glyph. We're chatting, and then I have not reached Marina or Deborah yet. And I know there's a couple people on the technical side that would be great to connect with MoonDAO also. And that would kind of also tie into if someone would be open to connecting me with the technical teammates from the relevant kind of tech dev team from MoonDAO, that would be helpful so I can get started on the analytics integrations and kind of getting into some of the details of the UX of the website and the member messaging. That would be great. I'm not quite sure how to get into that activities without having, like, I know maybe I'm not able to receive the logins to everything, but whatever kind of access I can have would be really helpful. And then lastly, have made a connection to Ryan with Wise 3 Ventures. They are a mostly Web3 venture firm, and was talking to them about MoonDAO, and they asked for a connection and an intro, actually, which was great. And they invest in space tech, including Space Computer was one organization they've invested in. So we'll see. I know that investor connections were of interest to you guys, so we'll keep making those introductions as they come along.
Cool. Yeah, thanks for all your work and some of the intros. Obviously, yeah, we can get you plugged in with the analytics and stuff, which has been a bit hectic.
Yeah.
But yeah, we'll keep chatting and make sure we can get that plugged in for next week. I'll get that process going.
Okay. Thanks, Ryan.
Cool. All right. Thank you, Kara. Cool. All right. Let's see if we can bring up Alex with Space Mice. Hey, Alex, you available?
Hey guys, how you doing?
Hey, how's it going?
Pretty good. So to provide some quick updates with regard to the project, there were developments that occurred this past week after conversations between ASRI and MoonDAO, that the MoonDAO portion of our fundraising efforts is going to get pushed back to probably mid-January or maybe mid-February at latest. That is for a crypto-related raise. We are going to be proceeding with a charity, a basic charity raise beginning from Monday through the end of the year. So we're going to run a 44-day charity foundation campaign. Have already been reaching out to multiple potential corporate sponsors, influencers, folks to help spread the word. And we have all our sort of campaign content that's going to be going out on social media, on YouTube, into the mainstream media. All that has been prepared and is ready to go. So looking forward to getting this started and getting these mice all the funding that they need. Also, the after advanced conversations with all the parties, we did manage to get the target amount down to roughly $1 million from where it originally was at 1.5. That is because we were effectively able to get the team to parlay to a reduced amount of administration fees from the university itself. So right now, the amount that we will probably eventually allocate to the university, if we get the full raise, is going to be about $880,000, and the remainder, 10% allocation and stuff would go to MoonDAO for their payment portal, etc. In the future. But that portion of the campaign and the tokenization aspects of everything that will happen on the back of this initial just pure 501c3 charity fundraiser campaign. So when we start up in January with MoonDAO, the amount that we'll be aiming for is going to be largely based on what we were already able to raise up through the end of the year.
Cool. Yeah. Obviously, keep us informed on these calls weekly basis. Like if we can, how we can help during that kind of bridge period, and also people from the community that want to step up and help on the project level too would be always good to know.
Yep.
Cool. All right. Thank you, Alex.
Sure. Cool. That's it.
Cool. Right on. So yeah, we have one project that was successfully funded and approved by MoonDAO voters. Let's see if we can get Frank. Hey, Frank, are you available? MoonDAO voters approved Frank's project, the overview comparison project. Hey, Frank. There he is. Congratulations.
Yes, I'm here. Thank you so much. I'm really happy to be here today. And it's just quite an honor to be supported by MoonDAO and the community. One of the objectives that was listed in the proposal was to write the fundraising plan for the project. And the first draft has been done. I'm working with GPT-5, my old friend. And as you know, I like to work with AI whenever I can, because it not only gets the job done, I learn a lot about AI. So I'm actually adding to the plan that GPT-5 wrote. Also, I was advised by our good friend Yasmin El Bagari to make a list of 1,000 best friends, and I've done that. And I just really quickly put numbers next to everybody's name. And I don't know, Ryan, it looks like that will probably fulfill another proposal, which was soft commitments of $100,000. I don't know, but the numbers looked pretty good on a first cut. Another proposal was to talk to all the carriers regarding the flight, what it would cost, what it would take, and progress is being made there. That's beginning to happen. And so just generally, the proposal is pretty straightforward, and it's actually a good guide for me to get going and to look at, well, what am I supposed to do today? So I've been doing that, and I feel pretty good about it. So we only have 2 months, but I think we'll make good progress on it, and I think we'll have a good report at the end.
Yeah. Well, yeah, no need for a big progress update this week. Obviously, things were just approved, a couple days ago, but it's good to see, things are already getting off the ground, getting off to a running start. So
yeah,
we had a good talk too yesterday with the Overview Roundtable. Was it yesterday? Yeah, yesterday.
Yeah,
Overview Roundtable. I thought it was really well received. It was, myself and Pablo just talking about MoonDAO, the vision kind of behind MoonDAO, and also the Space Camp fundraiser. So got a few donations that came through that way, but there were about, 30 some people in attendance there with the Overview Roundtable yesterday. And yeah, I thought it was a good conversation, kind of just bringing up new ideas, perhaps that a lot of the attendees there maybe haven't explored or considered before.
Well, I think the great thing about that meeting at Overview Roundtable is these are space people. They're really into anything new and innovative, and certainly they're into fundraising. And I don't think many of them knew very much about MoonDAO. So it was beneficial to MoonDAO and to the people who came.
Totally. Cool. Well, yeah, I guess just first of all, also welcome to the MoonDAO Senate, and you'll be learning more about our governance processes a little bit more firsthand. So we just posted this proposal, the MDP 201 proposal for the Lunar Open Source Roving Standards Project. So this will be your first vote as a senator. It's kind of just a thumbs up, thumbs down if it meets our standards and is basically good for MoonDAO. I'll make sure to send you the direct link, but yeah, welcome to the MoonDAO Senate, and
thank you.
Looking forward to having you serve here for this quarter too.
I always wanted to be a senator. Thank you so much.
There you go. You got it. Cool. All right. Thank you so much, Frank.
Sure.
All right. Bye. Cool. Well, that is all we have basically for project roundtable updates. We also have the executive branch functions, but yeah, like I shared at the beginning, we're primarily just focused here on the inspiration for training complex at Space Camp and getting more donations and funding. 46 backers, 85% of the way there, 2 days to go. So if you haven't donated yet, please do make a small contribution, $5, $50, whatever. It's all helpful towards the mission. And, the more people we can get together to rally behind these important space missions, the bigger impact we can have as a community. So again, just check out moondao.com/spacecamp and tell your friends, post about it on socials. Let's knock this out of the park here in the last couple of days. And yeah, in terms of other updates, next week, we will be having Ian Long from Anthrofuturism, really awesome YouTube channel that focuses really on lunar development. So if you haven't seen his channel, definitely check it out. He's got some really amazing deep dives on lunar development. We were originally scheduled to have that today, actually, but needed to postpone until next week. So it is on the Luma calendar. You can RSVP there, of course, as always, and get reminders about this upcoming event. It should be a good one. Also, I'll be on hand at DevConnect. So DevConnect is the big annual Ethereum conference in Buenos Aires next week. So going to be participating in some events on the ground there. Going to show Iman's little documentary there at the cinema and participate in the Future Cities Hub, the DeSci Hub, and the Frontier Forum as well. So there's a couple events going on. If you or anybody you know in this in the space or Web3 worlds is going to be around at DevConnect this year, let me know. Shoot me a message, get in contact with them. But yeah, looking forward to exploring some of the latest developments in the world of Ethereum with a couple of thousand other builders on the ground there. So yeah, thank you everyone for tuning in today. We will see you same time, same day next week. So have a good weekend, everyone. We'll see you. Bye.
Welcome to MoonDAO, a revolutionary governance model and mission-oriented community that's reshaping collaboration in the space industry. Our mission is to create a self-sustaining, self-governing settlement on the moon to act as a launch point into the cosmos. MoonDAO is governed like a nation, with its own economy, constitution, voting system, treasury, elections, and senate, but internet native, and so without the limitations of geography. In 2022, we sent our first member to space, showcasing our model's capacity for real-world impact, for global collaboration in the space industry. We offer a borderless, permissionless platform that enables everyday people to participate in the mission. Be part of our lunar legacy and join the MoonDAO movement today.